What's going on, boys? My name is Sid. Subscribe with notifications on because this channel is going to be the one and main channel to see all new, upcoming, rumored information about the Crew 3 and take you along the Crew 2 on the way. See what came before to really appreciate what comes next. And this, boys, is going to be our year for 100,000 subscribers. So yes, subscribe with notifications on and just honestly check out one of my other videos after this one. I do a bunch of different content. But today's bit of content is the Crew Motorfest's first teaser trailer. I watched it at 0.25 speed to get out all of the details, and I guarantee you there will be details in this video that you did not notice no matter how many times you watched it. Make sure you watch till the end to really know how much there was to know. Let's just get into it. Of course, as said at the bottom, this is in-engine 4K footage. Interestingly, the spec requirements for the game are incredibly high, even for resolutions like 1080p. We get our Ubisoft Ivory Tower Presents in a simplistic font except for the Presents, which appears to be in the Fest font from the game's main logo. Straight away, as we pan up from the water, we can see the island of Oahu, previously known for the Test Drive games, now the start of the Crew series. And on Oahu, we can see a massive mountain, possibly a volcano, but just one of many high points on this map. Which, speaking of the map, the first few shots show us how big this map really is. The second shot shows us much calmer water going into the shoreline, which, a side note, boats and planes are confirmed to be in the game. This is from the creative director. And the third shot, curiously, shows more shoreline, but also a satellite on the mountain, a smaller group of houses, but then what truly looks like a military-style ship. Is Motor Nation preparing for war against the Motor Union and the Motor East for their motor oil? No way to know, really. Our fourth shot is our first look at Honolulu, specifically this area of Honolulu. We then white fade to our first look at not only the thumbnail car, the first new car for the trailer, and a new car to the Crew series, the Lamborghini Sian. More specifically, the Sian Roadster, in blue with brass-ish gold rims and detailing. Funnily enough, the racing colors of our favorite Crew 2 mentor, Luttrell. Also, with the Motorfest license plates, which we did hear about in the rumors leading up to this trailer. The roads are noticeably wide, incredibly wide, and our first character model noticeably buff, with the tank top, chain, and cap fit. We then pan to the right to see not only an amazing wall painting, but the amazing Shelby Cobra. Continuing on to some interesting triangular buildings as the Sian races by. Next is an amazing jump to the Hawaiian forest. Thousands of times better textures and grass. Truly everything visual than the Crew 2. And then racing into shot is our third new license, the Ford Bronco, but most definitely not the stock Ford Bronco. Instead, a Hawaii spec Bronco Wildtrak with a collection of beach-themed items in the rear. A white color with a teal blue ocean art style. Similar to Summit cars of the Crew 2, which are modified base model cars to be as uniquely separated models in the game that are often exclusive. I think it's safe to assume that this will be a separate version to the base Bronco. And the character model this time around is in shades, a blue bandana, and a purple Hawaiian shirt. Sounds like a lot of fun in the character clothing department. And from there we see one of the absolute most asked for cars in the entire series, the Lamborghini Urus. Just another show of how much higher quality these car models are than the Crew 2s. It drifts on the beach for a moment and onto some blank space beauty shots of the four car models after that, now that we've seen them all. That being the Sian, the Cobra, the Bronco, and the Urus. This is then to an undershot of the Lamborghini Urus pacing away, followed by the Bronco, where you can see not only the license plates, the forest life, and a show of the blue, purple, and yellow surfboard and orange and yellow pool floaty in the back. There's also a beach ball, which we can see in some of the extra content released with these trailers. And now we have the cars in twos. A shot of the Cyan flanked by the Barracuda in front of what seems like a fictional O'Canali surf shop, which could have something to do with the drip of our Bronco friend. And another drifting turn shot, not too much to bring up besides the way the Destructibles behave. Can't really describe it, but you can see it here. Right before the cars come together, we see the Cyan and the Barracuda on the same, more solid dirt road that they end up intersecting on. But before that, more looks at the massive mountains in the background, and across the water, a beachside hut. And then very quickly, something I would have entirely missed if I wasn't at 0.25 speed, a quick shot of a bright blue house for literally a second, less than. Red umbrellas in front. This is incredibly close to where the festival area is, because this road seems to connect directly to the straight road that leads all the cars to the festival area. Very quickly, something goes off screen from the top there. A red and yellow floor paint style all the way on the road. And here we see our first look at the Motorfest logo. That being specifically the M of the Motorfest logo, which we will see a lot more of in just a moment. Our two off-road racers drift in to meet the hypercar and street cars. Interestingly, we don't actually know if we'll see a return of the spec system. No real confirmation there. We'll just have to wait and see. And then an amazing, incredibly Forza-esque festival. Spherical balloons, Crew 2 checkpoint style stands, a noticeably crowded audience too, more show of the engine at work, and then a massive, what seems like a Scale X trick track, M design. Our logo for Motorfest. A circle from the side, but a spiral making an M from the front. As the cars leave the shot, we focus on the M to see some amazing artwork designs of the M logos, which do introduce some interesting questions as to what's actually going to carry over from the last game. Many things actually, all hidden in these few M designs. So let's go through all of these here. We start with a flat animated pro racing reminiscent painty design. It's not exactly pro racing, so we can't really discern it, but it's very close, which goes to an insanely cool barren road at night, pitch black night with raging purple lightning forming the N. Then a technological reflective piece, yellow, a neon techno art style. A purple animated water dragon as the M, water dragon due to the water drop in one of its hands. There is rings behind it that match its blue and purple color scheme. Next, a top-down set of racing going-ons. Someone with an S logo rolling a tire, an idle orange and white man, and a black and red man walking over some directional floor marking, making the M. Also, the return of Crew 2 home brands, Spear, Yoh Mohoy, and this one that I forget, it's on its own shoulder. Next, a simple track of wildlife with dirt tracks making the M. A beachside tiki as the M, and a surfboard, which interestingly has the same color scheme as the Crew 2. Freestyle purple, pro racing blue, off-road orange, and what seems to be like stains of street racing yellow. And that is all the M's. And that is also the end of the Crew Motorfest teaser trailer. That is everything, and I mean everything I saw in this trailer. I looked through twice at 0.25x speed. This is everything I could have noticed that wasn't already obvious. Are you boys hyped for this game? And did you see anything that I actually missed? Of course, like I said, subscribe for many in-depth looks at everything coming up. This video is gonna take, it's gonna take a lot. It's a lot of work, this video, but I'm happy to do it. As long as you subscribe. And I'll see you boys on Oahu Island. Thank you to popular members, and a special thank you to famous members, and a insane thank you to the star members, Danimal the Manimal and TK Troller. Become a member, it helps me out a lot. That's gonna be about it from me. In a...